What's up, everybody? This is Greasy Too Smooth. Welcome to the Black on Black Wolf podcast, where we have interesting and exciting conversations with people from around Chicago and around the world. We are doing a series entitled A Day in the Life of, and today we have entrepreneur extraordinaire, franchise finesser, and purveyor of the world's best pickles, hands down, Miss Ashli Pickles.
Hey y'all. That was amazing. I'm using it.
What's up, man? I really, let me start off by saying I really appreciate you joining me today. We did have some technical difficulties with getting this interview set up on my part, but I really appreciate you because I've been watching you work for some years. I've been seeing you grow and build your business. I've been hearing your name in rooms that you probably have no idea about. And, you got an amazing product that people all over are raving about.
Thank you.
Yeah, so I appreciate you coming down to join us, man, and just chop it up on the podcast. You know, this is something new for me, which is also something new for you because you say this is your first interview, right?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome.
Absolutely.
Awesome.
I'm happy to be here with you though.
Yeah, well, that's what's up, man. You know, we cool. This is only my fourth time interviewing, so we both new at this. So y'all don't expect nothing too crazy because we really don't know what we're doing, but we got to put some stuff out here.
But we have.
Again, because we didn't really talk about this, but part of the reason why I decided to start the Black on Black World podcast is because as entrepreneurs, a lot of times we feel alone in that space. It's hard to find people who are ready to put in that effort and that dedication and be a part of, some of the things that we're willing to do to get our business off the ground. So I just felt like it was important to have something out there for people to know, especially in Chicago, because you know how Chicago is.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially for people to know that, you're not alone at this, and it's other people who going through this, who share your stories and your experiences, and even though you probably don't see yourself as that, you're a mentor and you're an inspiration.
Thank
and
you.
A lot of people probably see what you're doing and they say, man, I want to do that too, but I don't know how. So you can tell them a little bit about yourself and maybe share some things to give somebody some better insight,
What I would like to say is, if I got to be honest, I've never really been alone. I feel like at times it's definitely hard, but from the beginning, like I'm naturally a massage therapist first. That's what I went to school for. After I did cosmetology, I went to massage therapy. But to say that I've been alone from the beginning would be a lie.
Okay.
Like it's God first, and that's the only reason why I'm here. But even with him, very strategically placing people in my life to help me, because I never thought to I'm gonna have pickles. That wasn't my goal.
Okay.
But I made some, and when I tell you, I had clients, massage clients, that would go to the candy store and drop off at my house buckets of pickles.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm doing this. No, listen, I had a cousin. Her name is she's our boo. Her name is Boo. Her name is T.
Okay.
She bought my I'm talking about hands down was there from the beginning. I gotta give her flowers, got to. But she bought my my corporation stuff. She was like, oh no, you gonna do this.
Yeah, okay.
And was there every day with me doing it.
You gonna be a business. That's what she said.
Yes,
I like that.
I'm ADL corporation. I'm signing stuff. She you want this? You want really was there making pickles in the kitchen with me. So it's never been a moment when I've been by myself. The most part, probably now I feel a little lonely, but God done had little people along the way, referrals. I've never felt alone. I got people like you that don't know me but knew me and was nice. So God is good, and when you got him, I just feel like I'm never alone. So I can't let you say that, but being in business, it's hard.
It's
and
hard.
I understand those people, and I'm here for those people, but you're never alone. You don't have to be.
I like that. Okay, so you already starting off dropping gems, man. I love it.
I couldn't let that pass like that.
Yeah.
No.
I love that. So for those who don't know, tell them a little bit about Ashli Pickles. You got what variety you got? Where are they carried at? How did you give me a little insight. So you started in the kitchen, you and Cuz, right?
Man, listen, I've been in the kitchen. I'm
Yeah.
still in the
Okay,
kitchen.
that's what's up, man. Yeah, I can dig
When
it.
you hear them songs and they be like,
Yeah.
they was with the Pyrex, I
You a trapper
understand.
for real, huh? I love it. Hey.
I'm talking about your house done turned into the pickle factory. I lived there with the pickles.
I dig that.
That's how I would say that. But I started out, I had, so it's been 6 years. I celebrated 6 years this year.
Word, okay,
Yeah, so this is my celebration because I didn't do anything. Y'all go buy some pickles.
Congrats on that. Go buy some pickles, man.
But yes, so I did bring a flyer. I have sweet hot garlic, sweet sour, Kool-Aid, as well as alcohol infused now.
Word.
So I did have 7 initially, but
Okay.
things happen, things change.
Yeah.
We may talk about that a little later. And you got to make the adjustments. So you staying alive and staying in business, you just keep evolving and figuring it out.
Word. Okay.
So that's how I ended up with the 4 that I have now. And they may change later. Who knows?
Yeah, I've been through that, man. When I started making the wine, I had like 12 flavors, and I had people asking for this and asking for that, and can you try this and that? And I said, you know what? Nah, I gotta get down to the stuff that people are gonna enjoy the most.
Absolutely.
And focus on that part. So I definitely understand that.
I've had those flavors, and I've had the new ones, so I understand the difference.
Yeah.
And when you see it happening, instead of having a negative notation, like you got to be like, oh, it's a reason.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to just stop.
Word.
But you figure out what works and what sells. And you don't be afraid to make the adjustment. I've cried every adjustment. These are my babies. Like I had glass at first. The COVID came. COVID came.
Yeah, I remember the glass. I like the plastic though.
I like them now, but we don't know that in the process of changing. Like, I was on the phone crying. Like, I had to pray. I had to call my girl and pray again.
Yeah.
Because being an entrepreneur, being young and black or new,
Yeah.
you don't know how they're going to gravitate to the change. Because, you done sold them this product. They like it, right?
Right.
Don't make no adjustments. You change one thing, and it's like,
yeah.
and that one thing could just be as simple as
and people
packaging.
are fickle. Yeah, they fickle. They'll switch it up on you just because you switched the label or something. Yeah.
Now you done lost it, so I was crying. Like, but it's out of my control. I didn't give it to myself, so I'm here because I'm obedient. Because this was not what I signed up. I'm a massage therapist.
Yeah, okay.
But you trust God, and He opened those doors.
But you're also an entrepreneur. You got to own that. You're a business owner. You everywhere. Harold's Chicken, J&J Fish, AMC Theater, Sharks. What can we get you at? Everywhere.
On the black on black wealth walls, like, when you come and get
yeah,
your tattoo or something, I might be there.
Yeah, they need you everywhere, man. So you got to own that. Massage therapist is your job, but entrepreneur is your career.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Being obedient.
Yeah, I love that.
It's my motivation behind my career.
And you know what I love? I love that you continually give the honor to the Most High.
Obedience is better than the sacrifice.
A lot of people get cocky. Yeah, a lot of people get cocky especially when they get successful and they. Yeah, so I dig that, man. That's what's up.
I'm probably more quiet when I'm going through, but when I'm high, he definitely getting it. He deserves it.
Word. I could dig that. So on that note, talk to me about these alcohol infused. Yeah, let's get into that because I saw that. I love. By the way, I love the marketing campaign you've been doing with the guy falling down, and you like, hey, eat these pickles responsibly.
Everybody
Okay.
in the club getting.
Yeah, I love that, man.
So I socially drink, and like I was telling you, when things change, you got to make the adjustment. So for me, I still had what I had left.
Okay.
So let me go back first.
Okay.
I had 7 kinds, and now I'm down to 2: sweet hot, sweet sour. Which means that my dill may have went away, my sour went away. So if you get what you get, which is lemonade, let's say lemons, you figure out ways to how many different flavors of lemonade you can make. We got peach lemonade, strawberry, raspberry, simply doing it all day.
Yeah.
So with what I had to figure out what was people asking me about, what do they like. So it's things I made that people didn't know. It wasn't like a popular thing. But so I said, Lord, okay, this is what I got. I ain't going to cry about it no more. What can we do? So I did the Kool-Aid this week. Yeah. And I said, okay, I need something for for my people.
Okay. Yeah.
So I play with it a lot. So I have tequila infused pickles. I have cognac.
Oh, not the cognac pickles,
I
baby.
have whiskey.
You got the whiskey.
I was a vodka drinker. However, I will tell y'all the truth. The vodka is strong.
Strong.
So you got to know that you're ready because I ain't doing no refunds, okay?
Yeah. Vodka infuses everything well. It gets into the cells. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you saying I should get some vodka pickles for Saturday night? That's what
If
you're
you
saying.
drink vodka.
Okay, gotcha.
But it depends on what you drink.
Okay.
I thought the vodka was it for me. I love the tequila ones.
Yeah.
Tequila got like a little sweetness to it. When they say vodka burn,
Yeah.
oh, it burn.
Word. Okay.
It's mild when you're drinking it by yourself, but when it's paired with something, you can really see the difference. Mm-hmm. And what I do love about the tequila is it do have a sweetness to it. Mm-hmm. You know, so it makes things a little milder. So now I drink tequila, long story short.
Yeah, okay. So the pickles turned you on to tequila.
You know, yeah, it was a little motivational force. And I said, okay, tequila might not be bad because I'm a little scary with alcohol.
Okay, I'm gonna have to give those a try, then. So let me ask you this: have you done like an adult pickle tasting where you let people try out these?
No, I have not. Would you like to?
Yeah, I was just gonna suggest we should partner up, man.
We should
partner up.
We
So y'all,
should.
before we got started, she was already giving me like 3-4 business ideas. She got an amazing business mind. So we're gonna partner up. We're gonna do some things. We're gonna do some adult pickle tastings. Be on the lookout for those vodka and whiskey.
I'm not letting her renege. Y'all heard it, right?
Yeah, those vodka pickle party is going down.
It's just alcohol infused. Some people don't like vodka.
Yeah,
You got some heavy drinkers.
But
so
you say
I'm here for them.
tequila, whiskey,
Cognac,
cognac. Okay.
and tequila, whiskey, vodka, and cognac. Yeah.
Okay. I'm a big fan of the Sweet Hot. Those are my
Amen.
favorite ones.
Amen.
I can sit and eat a whole jar of those.
Amen. That's what got me started.
Yeah, those are win right there. But I had to pace myself because they're so delicious. But I ate like half a jar one time, and I was like, "Damn, do I feel my blood pressure going up?" Like,
So what alcohol do you drink?
Tequila, vodka, more of a clear.
Okay.
Yeah. So if I chase the Sweet Hot with a vodka pickle, then will it balance out for me?
No, we're just gonna give you some sweet hot vodka pickles.
Yeah. Oh, come on now.
We're gonna give you what you want all in one.
All right. Can you put my face on there? That's gonna be my signature flavor.
For an extra $39.95.
Hey, I love it, man.
Yes.
Word.
But
Okay.
no, that's gonna be dope. I'm excited about that.
Okay, cool, man. Well, that sounds awesome,
you.
man. So y'all heard it here, man. Make sure you get in tune with it. Get y'all some of those flavors. Let me see. I got a question for you, man. My next question along my list of things I want to talk to you about. You go all over the city delivering pickles. You meet a lot of people. Mm-hmm. You go into a lot of different spaces and have interactions. Mm-hmm. Tell me about something crazy that happened while you were working and doing your Ashli Pickles thing. Like, has anybody ever like had one too many vodka pickles and have you ever like pulled up to drop off some pickles and like maybe the loose square man tried to run off with a anything crazy happened in this business, or is the pickle business just real smooth?
You know, the pickle business is protected, and I'm gonna keep saying this because I'm thinking about these stories, right? I don't have none. Maybe somebody else that been riding with me. Okay. Maybe like they be looking all crazy on the expressway, but we forget once we're inside the car, my car is wrapped. Okay. So you have those type of pullover on expressways, but this business is very protected because I was obedient. Yeah. I didn't design it. I didn't call it, so he protects it. Yeah. I be crying for nothing.
Dig that. Well, when I say crazy, I don't mean bad. I mean like you could be on your way.
No, ain't nobody stealing or running off is what I'm saying.
Oh, okay, I
think about that, but
so maybe you're on the way to pay a bill and you come out and they're like, "Hey, I love your brand. You got some pickles in there?" And
that happens all day.
Okay.
I mean, I just pulled up here and somebody at the hair shop is like, but it's funny when it happens on the expressway because they're going to rat it out to your exit.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Is that scary? Like.
No, what was scary is that I used to pull over on the expressway.
Yeah,
I had to stop.
You a real hustler. I love it.
Oh, it's impulsive money.
Yeah, I love it.
You
man.
got to know the difference from what I'm getting that I know I'm getting and what I just got by chance. I'm going to need that.
Okay.
That's how I support other people.
Yeah, I salute that. Man.
I support other people by just that. I didn't plan. I'm not dropping off at the store. I'm not delivering. So when I get a little extra, I'll be like, okay, what I'm buying today? What I, because I got it now.
Yeah. Wow, you pulling over on the expressway.
Oh, yeah.
Selling pickles.
I will.
That's crazy, but that's good. That's a good crazy.
I will. Oh, yeah.
Get that money. I love that.
You going to go give it to somebody else.
Yeah, I could dig
By
that.
the time you get to the next exit, you ain't thinking about no pickles no more.
I could dig that.
So marketing, I'm not the greatest on social media and things like that. I'll tell you that's my downfall. But I do see the vision, and I put my money where I need to. So I may pay somebody else to market, but having my car wrapped makes a difference.
Yeah.
And I know a lot of people don't want to drive around like that. So if I'm fortunate, I get 2 cars. But like right now, I'm back down to 1. But it makes a difference.
It makes a difference.
Oh, my God.
So wrap your car if you're out here.
Or go hard on social media. Wrap whatever you can. You guys are great, and that's why I love it. Because you get to wear your own apparel and things like that. It makes a difference.
It does make a difference. It definitely makes a difference. I found that out on Tuesdays when people come to the Sip and Paint, and like I had to step my game up because I was just on Tuesdays. I was just a regular. I'm gonna throw something on this whatever, and now it's like a black on black fashion show
Party,
and I love it. They come in crazy. Like, they. I mean, I've made a lot of stuff. And some of the stuff I've forgotten about. And people are coming to the party fresh where I'm like, damn, where you get that? Oh, I made that. So I know where you're coming from with that. It's like. Yeah.
Oh, I watch y'all.
Yeah.
I watch Black on Black Wealth, and it is crazy.
Yeah. Well, hey, man.
I mean, you got socks.
Yeah, you got to make.
You're going to have a onesie for the winter when we get cold.
Hey, you got to make adjustments. Like you said, that's the thing.
Matching pajama sets for Christmas coming.
Yeah. Hey, you got to make adjustments.
Yeah.
Yep. Now, I could put your Ashli Pickles on there for a flat fee of $39.99.
All right. You said you want your face on the pickles.
Yeah, see, we're going to swap it out. See, there you go. See, this is how great business deals get done right here. This is how we make it happen.
I'm going to have him draw
his
face on here. That's just going to be his. And
word.
Do it for y'all, too, but it's going to cost $39.99.
It's going to cost you. It's going to cost you. This is going to be my manager right here. You already know. Yeah,
I like it.
So my next question on the list, let me move along. We got something that you like about your job.
I don't have a job. I have a business.
Okay, something. You're absolutely right. Thank you for the correction.
No problem. Yeah. And I mean that very humbly. It just worked me like a job.
I did.
But knowing that it's a business means you got to do a lot of jobs. So I don't like doing all the jobs if I have to say anything. But the only thing I would say is, carrying a product. I am single, as people can see, but and I don't have kids, so it's just me. It's like going grocery shopping, and you be like, "Who finna carry all these bags upstairs?" So once you package the product, which I love, packaging is like an artist in the studio making the music, right? That's a whole different you up there doing your thing, drawing or producing, and then you go sell it. But don't nobody talk about that in between. You gotta carry. I gotta go grocery shopping, which is fine. Gotta go get the stuff, carry it back in, make it. All that's fine. These heavy. So I'm taking on volunteers. Whoever want to come and help, let me know y'all schedule.
Stock boys and girls.
But
people who like to move boxes or
and some people find that soothing and comforting, like you ain't got nobody talking to you, but it's just heavy for me on my body. Other than that, it's no problem.
So is that like, does it help you stay in shape, or is it like annoying where it's like, because moving cases of wine kind of helped me stay in shape a little bit.
That's the workout I do.
Yeah, okay.
And then I get funny, like when I'm up that day, I be like, "Oh, don't help me, I got it.
Yeah.
This is the only exercise I'm gonna do."
Yeah.
So I'm a little stronger.
Okay. So you turn that negative into a positive. You make it happen.
Yeah, but it's still a dislike.
Yeah.
It's just not still a negative.
I could dig that.
It's just still a dislike.
Okay, got you. Okay. So did it change when you went from glass to plastic? Did it make it a little bit easier, or is it still the same?
can't say it did because the amount,
Mhm.
32 ounces, 32 ounces.
Word,
No matter
word.
what. It
And-
could be 32 ounces of bricks, 32 ounces of water.
Word.
It's still, but the plastic is a little, the shift is different in the box, but the box is still heavy.
Okay, I got you. And as we can see, you get a full jar. Ain't no air. This ain't no Heinz where it's like you open it and it's the product is down there. You get a full jar of the
You know,
product.
I don't hate on people. It ain't like them potato chips.
Yeah.
When you got only 5 chips in there.
It's a bag of air. Yeah.
It's a bag of air.
Hey, Frito-Lay is tripping right now. First of all, the bag's 59 cents now instead of a quarter. And it's literally like 3 chips in there.
Now, how about the big bag of Flame House, the 149 one, and you only getting a quarter bag worth?
Yeah, that's petty, man. That's petty. We got to do something.
It's a lot of air.
Yeah, we got to get together and do something
So
about
I
this.
try not to be that. I try to give people, because my product ain't cheap, and I'm aware.
Word.
But people are still like, this amount? Okay, like think I should charge more. I don't want to rob Peter to pay Paul, meaning take everything you got from me to get rich. I want to have a long-lasting product.
I could dig it.
So I only make the adjustments when the stores do.
Okay.
I cry about that too.
Yeah, I could dig that. So let me ask you this: just in branding and doing different things with the product, I've had quite a few chefs and different people want to get with the Black Fella wine and do pairings and different stuff like that. Have you done any experimental like food pairings or like so you've made like a sandwich and added the pickles or did like a okay, so tell me a little bit about that, man.
Okay, normally a lot of other people do it, which inspires me to do it. Because some people genuinely just love pickles, so they eat pickles with everything on their sandwiches. On my page is a couple things I have reposted or whatever, but I have tuna. Let me see if it's on here. So I make tuna now, and people think it's pickled tuna. The thing is, I don't like relish. So when you've been eating these same pickles for years, you got to figure out ways to get creative, and that's with any product. Right. So instead of relish, I use the Sweet Hot Ashli Pickles for it.
Oh, that sounds good.
What?
I ain't had no tuna. I'm tripping, man. I got to put in a tuna order.
You know what?
Okay, so you breaking these pickles down. You hitting the tuna.
I'm chopping the pickles down just like relish.
You coming with the egg and the paprika and all the goodness.
What?
Yeah, I gotta put in a pickle.
It goes
I
crazy.
gotta put in a tuna order.
Y'all look out for the tuna, okay?
Word.
I might be making it next week, but I'm talking about sell out different businesses because it's just something different.
Okay.
And I've learned when you stay true to what you like, you get tired of something, somebody else may be tired of it or not thinking creatively. But I know a different couple chefs, and I'd be like, hey, let's do this, you know, trying to figure out what works and what doesn't. But as far as my customer base, before Popeyes was doing their thing, they was putting these pickles on their sandwiches and doing stuff. It was crazy. I love it. Okay. I wouldn't be me without the people. I'm telling you.
That's what's up, man. It's always the people, man.
What?
It's always the people. People think as an entrepreneur you make yourself, but I feel like your customers and your supporters and your base, they're who make you a dope brand.
What?
Yeah, you gotta
say that.
Yeah, you gotta show them love. Shout out to y'all for making it do what it do.
Now that's what makes me teary. Like you asked about the bad, but the good would be, I didn't think to do this. Like if you ask me, oh, what you gonna do in 5 years? I would have to go back like 5 years ago. I didn't think to be doing this. Yeah. You know, God had a vision and the people ran with it and made so many sacrifices and told they people, you know, a lot of referrals and things like that. Like I said, I had a lot of help along the way, but I didn't think to be here. So without them, what? Yeah, okay. I'd be a little introvert at home right now.
Yeah, just chilling, huh?
Waiting to do a massage. Come on.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Somebody can still be quiet and not talk to people and still get some money, but I'm so grateful. Yeah. Like they made me, not just the business. Yeah. They nourished me.
So that's what I was going to ask you. How has being in the pickle business affected your personality? Because as an introvert, when you're a salesperson, you have to be a salesperson.
Yeah, I can be short. Just straight to the point. And don't mean no harm by it. Just naturally, okay, I want to end the conversation. Yeah. But when it comes to the business, they get a different side of me. Like they want to talk, they have questions. And that's great because it challenged me. But my personality, like I've learned the importance of supporting.
Mm-hmm.
I've learned the importance of networking. And that means not being in the house. That means still being contrary to everything that you are. So people see me and see me out a lot and think that I'm this way. And I'm still very like, but I know the value of supporting people. I know the value of showing up. I know the value of keeping your word or, spreading the word, networking.
Yeah.
So it changed me.
Yeah, I never would have guessed that you were like shy or introvert because we see each other outside all the time. But I think part of that is because we both have to come outside and support, to work and support people because they're always supporting us.
Yeah, I was gonna say normally you don't see me hanging out, so it has shaped me. I can say this year for sure. I've had some things change. Some things change, laws, different things that had me in the house.
Yeah.
So now I'm like, no, you can't do that. Like, you gotta get out the house, go support your people, and it's not about the product.
Right.
Like, they be like, "Well, the pickles are in the car. You want to walk out?" Because now we at somebody else's event.
Right.
Now we doing something else. I had amazing people. I'm gonna shout out to Kim, Bar Baby. Hey. She used to have me everywhere she was at. If she was at Red Pepper 3 days, I was at Red Pepper. We was at LaMel, so I met so many people by her, and just like kind of being open and being at these places that I wouldn't normally be. And now I bet you, I'm sure there.
Word.
At one of these places, but I have a family now.
Yeah, I could dig that.
And I love it.
I could dig that.
I wouldn't trade the people I've met along the years and at these bars and things like that for the world.
It's a different way of life, man.
I got an alcohol pickle because of them.
Because of them?
That's my family. Like, I'm telling you, like, knowing you, they're people.
Yeah.
So I used to be like, I ain't going there. I'm not a drunk. All these drunks. That's not the case.
Shout out to the bar scene, Chicago. Y'all definitely.
Shout out to Chicago.
Yeah.
Let me, if I may. The bar people, the work people, like hospitals. What? Groups of people.
Yeah.
I love y'all. I love y'all. I'm so grateful.
Yeah, let's talk about the medical professionals. They rock with you hard. When they rock with you, I got a nurse client base that spins the bag with me, okay? And I love them to death. That's what's up, man.
I'm going to make whatever they want to make.
Yeah, I could dig it, man.
I make chili. I gave one of them some. They like, we got orders. I don't make chili for everybody.
Yeah.
I might.
So you be in the kitchen for real. You a real trapaholic.
Listen, when I make tuna, it's like 40 containers, and they probably getting like 15 in one spot. So you got to take care, and that's what take care of your people. But that's what I mean by like the referrals. Like, and it's not a target like, oh, I targeted this place. Once somebody that worked there called me. So I'm like, hey, can you gather all the orders? I'll be there. And they keep it going that way. Like, they hungry. They want to support stuff. They stuck at work. You got to cater to people that really is in service. And I learned that, and it's important because they give so much.
Yeah, I could dig that. I like that that being of service is a big part of how you do what you do. Because that's how a lot of the most successful businesses grow. It's about the service as much as it is about the product.
Hello.
Yeah.
People don't care that you got to get past the service to get the product.
Yeah.
Or if the product good and your service bad, they ain't coming back. How many restaurants we be like,
Yeah.
Well, how many restaurants we be like,
Yeah.
but that lemon pepper chicken though. Yeah. we gonna get another service. We ain't gonna deal with her. We gonna get, so.
It's a couple of them that you go in there and you like, I got to deal with this terrible service, but the
price
so
good. It's happy hour. They got specials.
Yeah, but when the service and the product are on point, like that's part of why I told you your name be in rooms. If I be like, yeah, my homegirl Ashli with the pickles. Oh my God, I love her pickles. They're talking about you. They're talking about the pickles. They're talking about the tuna. They're talking about the vibe. They're talking about pulling over on the expressway to get a half a case of pickles. It all comes together, man.
God is good. That's all I can say.
Yeah.
You know what? What works for me is when it tickles me over the years. Like I said, it's been 6 years. Shout out to God for that and the people. But a couple of times, like, I done had phone calls like, hey, where's you at right now? I need two. I done messed up. My girl tripping. These pickles gonna make your house better? You getting some at the end of the night? Like, let me know, because you owe me a couple more dollars. But no, I love it when you get somebody what they want or somebody else is getting it, and they like, oh, she gonna be so happy. I have a lady that's like in Maywood. She send them out like to Atlanta at different places, get 10 at a time. I'm personally driving from Tinley Park to go get you that order.
Let me find out you out here repairing relationships.
What? God is good.
And healing the country. One
bringing
jar
people
pickles.
closer together, pickle by pickle.
What's
the deal?
Hey, what's the deal,
you
baby?
and the pickle, let me help you.
I love it, man.
No, but that really was like people catering to they partner. They paying attention. So it'd be more than just a simple product for me, but when the two line up,
it's a win-win.
What?
I love that, man. I love that.
I love it.
So with all of these awesome things that you're doing, that brings me to my next question. And you mentioned it earlier about 5 years ago, right? But I want to know 5 years from now, where do you see yourself in the Ashli Pickles brand?
It's so hard for me to ask that question or answer that question. Because of the 5 years ago, I didn't see myself here, and things changed drastically in a drop of a dime. If I got to be honest, I just see myself trusting God and being obedient. Most people have an answer for this, but that is my answer. Like, I lean not on my own understanding because it'll go bad if it's just me. And I didn't have this vision, so let's see what he got next. And honestly, like, the doors he's opened, I don't think it's just for pickles. Like, I think it's always to be in those rooms that you don't know nobody or wouldn't expect nobody to know you. Like, I know a lot of owners and different people just buy a jar of pickles. So it'll be dumb of me to be like, okay, Lord, this is what we're doing. I'm sitting here telling you this is what I want to do. Yeah. I just want to be obedient.
I can dig that.
Because I ain't going to get myself nowhere. I'll be in the house.
I can dig that.
Trying to binge watch something.
Yeah.
So just trusting, in 5 years, I want to still be doing his will.
Word. I could dig that. I mean, I it resonates with me what you said. Sometimes it can get kind of monotonous when you're doing the same thing over and over again. And I've heard people say, like, I'm going to retire from this, so I'm going to quit this, and I'm going to do something else. And then right before they get to that point, a new opportunity comes. And it's like, this is what you're supposed to be doing.
And, like, the 1 year before they about to retire, I'd be like, you crazy.
Yeah.
But you got to trust the plan. And somebody told me, I sat down a long time ago because a non-for-profit for the adolescent and youth for boys was always on my heart. And I still think that he has that there heavy now, too. But I sat down with somebody to have a meeting, a mentor of mine. And he told me in the same meeting, the least things you think will make you the most money. How about 2 weeks later, I was making pickles, and now 6 years later, I have a pickle business. And never even talked about the non-for-profit again. Yeah. I mean, I have, but me and him have not. But when he see me, sometimes he remind me, like, didn't I tell you the least thing you thought? But pickles it was just like mild. It wasn't nothing major. And it's done its thing. Yeah. So I got to wake up every day and just be like, okay, we trust him. That's what we doing. Because that's hard, too. Yeah. But that's my day-to-day plan. Yeah. So you do need a plan, but that is my plan, to be obedient, because that's something I struggle with. As far as this is what we doing. Okay, Lord, you said what? Yeah. Instead of me just waking up doing what I want to do. Because you'll get comfortable doing that. Yeah.
Me too, man. I've struggled
Very
with
complacent.
that. Yeah, I've struggled with that. It goes up, it goes down. Sometimes things are going great. Sometimes everything comes to a standstill. And you like, what am I supposed to be doing, right? So
sometimes weather in a storm is what you're supposed to be doing, and I'll be honest, I'm in that season where it's up, down. Y'all see good, I'll be like, I need y'all to mess up so y'all come get some pickles and makeup. Something needs to happen today, but I do get motivated when I do see other people doing their thing because I've never been a hater because it never was my vision in the first place. Like, it was given to me. So when I see other things given to people and they store it and they gives well, I'll be like, okay, Lord, I'm next. And that's when I be like, let me tighten up with me and his relationship because he gonna make everything else smooth. Right. No words.
I can dig that. How do you feel when you see people copying your shit?
I mean, I ain't originate pickles, so somebody probably feel like I'm copying them.
Yeah, okay, because I see. And I had.
You can have your own. You can't copy Ashli Pickles. These are mine. Now you can name them
True
something else
story.
that's yours, and they may be the exact same. These are mine.
Right.
Those are yours, and I gotta let the universe do the rest.
And I'm gonna leave
I be
it there.
supporting them other people too. I ain't tripping.
Because after I started seeing Ashli Pickles popping, then I just started seeing people with like Grandma Mason jars and little mayonnaise jars, and so you inspired, if nothing else, you inspired. But you know how Chicago is. Once you got something successful, before you get it off the ground, you got 10 other people trying to do what you do. But I like your attitude.
Somebody spoke into my life years ago, and I was like, I'm not putting that on there. But you know, they call me Chicago's best, so I'm gonna take it now since you saying that too. But it don't bother me. It's hard for me to hate on a person doing pickles because I know what it takes.
Right.
You spending that money, you sitting there cutting stuff up and stuff. Do your thing. I'm gonna support you.
Right.
Because I know what it takes. I might hate on somebody else if I was a hater because I don't know. When you know what it takes to do this stuff and you see another brand, you shouldn't be hating because you're like, you got an easier way.
Yeah.
Help me.
I could dig that.
So it ain't nothing to hate on because I feel like we all struggling together.
I could dig that. I got a real important lesson in that from my man who runs Entitled brand. My man Eddie. He runs Entitled Chicago. Are you familiar with the brand? Mm-hmm. And this brother was coming to my event. His brother bought like 4 or 5 shirts before I recognized that I see him with the same hat and the same jacket on. And then I found, bro, you got a clothing brand too. And I'm like, bro, you really support me and what I do, and you do the same thing. And he was like, man, I ain't no hater. I see what you're doing, and it's dope. So I'm going to come and rock with you. And I was like, damn, you know what? That's a lesson for me. I got to rock with other brands too.
You never know what life will take you, and I'm not, shout out to the Entitled, but it may be a time where y'all need to work together.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's coming.
We entitled to this black on black one. So you never know what things and how God maneuvers certain things. And it just be just like that. It costs, so that's my prime example. You know how much it costs them to buy your product because you know the price you said it, but you know what it costs to make, right? Blah, blah, blah. It costs me so much more than $13, $15 to support somebody else. Y'all so high. Not high, but it's higher than mine.
Right.
You still got to put them that's supporting the earth.
Yeah.
That's going to come back later. I'm sitting here doing the whole interview, and I loved your shout out to this one, okay, y'all?
Hey.
From day one. You know what I'm saying?
Hold on. Let me say, they was looking for me, okay? Like, yo, somebody up there looking for you.
Oh,
you need to come over. You need to bring some more of this wine because she looking for you, bro. She on you. She on you. It ain't enough bottles here. You ain't been here. We've been talking about you. You need to pull up. So, yeah, I appreciate you, man, because as you see now, we doing big things at Leo's with the wine.
I used to make a post. One time I made a post. I was driving, and I knew I had to be at the bar later, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, y'all bar owners need some better wine. Like, we tired of drinking these couple of brands that they got. I was over it. Yeah. But I had my 4-year anniversary party, and I'm like, I want 4 bottles of this. Like, every time I went out, it's the quality. Like I said, I'm not a big drinker, but you support your people.
I appreciate that. I'm like you. I want to bring the people flavor. You hear me?
Yeah.
There got to be some flavor to it.
I want to do whatever makes sense and whatever he see fit to be a blessing to somebody else. Like, if your only trick, I got people that have surgery, right? They're stuck in the house, or like how we had COVID, and they craving what they craving, or they down. I don't want them to feel like they can't have, so I make it work. I'm going to go drop off. If this brings a little highlight to your day, a snack, and there's so many fat snacks but you still call me, I'm pulling over on the expressway. I'm dropping off.
I could dig that, man. I could dig that. That's amazing, man.
Yeah,
it's dope.
You know how excited you be when the Uber Eats pull up?
Yeah, that's dope, man. I knew I was going to enjoy this interview, man, because you're a vibe, and you know what I like? I love people who take, it's more serious. I was interviewing my friend Chastity McHale, and she's a beauty concierge. And she says that, I'm not just doing your hair. Like, when I get done beautifying you, I transform how you feel and how you look and how you act about yourself. So I love when I interact with entrepreneurs, and it's more than just about this my product, let me make some money.
It's more than one thing.
It's more than that to you. And that's why I know you're going to be successful. In 5 years, you're absolutely right. You're going to be great. You ain't even got to worry about it.
I started out in the hair industry and then massage and then the pickles. But what I did always take from those places is that you're a human being. What can I give you? What can you leave with me and I can refill you? So that started with hair. It's not just that. When you do people hair, you make them feel like a whole new person. You be popping your... Hey, what that song say? Rip me out the plastic. I
can brand new.
That day at crap, you get a new outfit. I mean, I bought my own shirt. Well, I ain't buy this one. I got a different one. And I felt new. I'm like, my other one was wrinkled. Like, I'm already now. Yeah. But it makes you feel, it changes something inside of you. So I knew that walking into massage as well. So now I'm like, I have to take that into a real business when it comes to people and a product. And it makes me a better person. It makes me think about them as a person and not just a customer.
Word. I dig that, man. I dig that. That is awesome. Ashli Pickles. Straight like that. Yeah. So, excuse me. I got one last question for you. And I need some specifics on this, okay? Because you're going to have to.
Can I pour it first?
Yeah, pour up. Because you're going to have to make this decision when this happens. Let me hit this too. What you got over there?
I got green apple.
That's a little apricot over here too. Shout out to today's sponsor, Blackfeather Wine. Hey. Only available right here in Chi-Town. Holla at your boy.
Hey.
All right. So for this final question, and I'm gonna give you a little time to think about it. You ain't got to rush. I want you to tell me the first thing you're gonna do when you make $1 million. You wake up, right? You've scaled, right? You've expanded. You got a factory full of Ashli's Pickles. It's on and popping nationwide. You go to check that Bank of America. Bam! It's at $1 million, right? You up.
Okay, let me stop you here. Because if I got to be honest in this interview, I'm going to have to keep it a stack.
Keep it a stack, man. Come on.
I'm from the low end, which is the south side of Chicago. I'm going to have $1 million before the bank says. So now if you ask me what's in my shoebox, once that reach $1 million, we there. Once the bank get it, I already done got it a couple times. So once the bank get it, I probably could move around a little bit. But I do, like I said before, I know it doesn't work this way, but if it had to, if I get enough money, that amount to do what I want to do, and I have not already done it, I would open up the non-for-profit for the boys. Okay. We don't have the trades that we used to, so it's already a lot more negatives against them versus their skin. The new stuff that's out, I have family that's been in and out the system, which is when God first put it on me, but it broke me to see the kids just stuck in the house and can't even go to the park no more. Yeah. Like when I said I'm from the low end, when there's a little boy that was like, hey, he got shot, that changed everything. Yeah. So I don't like to see the kids like that. And now what they do have is great, you know, social media and these computer skills that we didn't really have because we was outside more hands-on. Right. But I would bring back that feel of giving these kids trades, making them proud of something. And hopefully I get to do that before, you know, $1 million if y'all want to help me. But that's why when you said the teenagers, I'm like, okay, Lord, I hear you. Yeah. You know, that's dope because you get one, they going to get some more. So that's by the time you reach $1 million, you probably got the stuff you want, the car you want, the house you want. Right. What can you get that's not materialistic? Right. That's going to make an impact. So I don't know. I'm going to pray about that $1 million too and be like, what you want me to do?
Okay. So you know what? So let's talk a little bit more about that because we were talking about that before I cut the camera on, and what you said is just really important. Like Chicago has changed.
Mm-hmm. Excuse me. We compare it to like Houston and Atlanta, these dope places where our black people is taking over. I love y'all cities. Okay, let me be very clear. But we don't have that, and we do move out and go to these places where they can just be free. So Chicago's different.
So check it out. I see it happening, right? Mm-hmm. And me and my business partner next door, he owns a barbershop next door. And me and him were having this conversation about it's happening in Chicago. We got a lot of amazing businesses opening. Mm-hmm. people get the money, they get the people coming in the door, and then they on vacation every week. And now they in Miami every week, and now they gotta, you go back and the hours are 9 to 5, but they're not open until 11, and you got a lot of crazy stuff going on in Chicago. So I think, and this is just me personally, but let me know what you think about this. I think the work ethic is not there because the structure to create that desire in us for the long term is not there. Like you said, we don't have programs for the youth and for the teens and for the young adults to teach you how to do something, take pride in it, and want to see it all the way through until it becomes the biggest and the best it can be. And I think the city is suffering because of that. So is that kind of along the lines of where you were going with it?
Yeah, just feeling like we need to do something about that, but people don't just walk outside every day freely in these areas like we probably used to, going to the parks.
Yeah.
I grew up.
Right.
I ain't a project baby, but I grew up on the playground.
Yeah.
And in certain places, you know what I'm saying? So when they don't have that, you gotta know a shift is coming in the next 5 years.
Right.
This is going to be different. They getting jobs slower.
Yeah.
We got jobs. I got a job early.
Yeah.
I had 2 jobs by like 15, but when you got people ask you for money that's 17, but they your family though, but you like, why you not? Oh, I can't get on the bus. I can't walk around here where you could get a job in the neighborhood because the violence. Yeah. So I'm not saying that's not violence everywhere else. I'm not saying that, but Chicago has changed. Yeah. And we got to take it back.
Yeah, Chicago's different, man.
We got to take it back and give them something to do. They may not do it together initially, these people, but get this group. Get this group over here. Get this group over here. Get the little girls. They more influential on the boys.
Word.
You know how many murders be just because of the little girls?
Yeah, so I've had the pleasure of being a part of some dope, positive groups that are doing things. Like I was telling earlier, shout out to Men of Purpose Mentor.
Hey.
They're out at Ogdale Gardens. They do some great things. My AKA Sisters Imani Pearls Community Development Organization. They've done some awesome things in the neighborhood. And then my man, Pastor Corey Brooks, the rooftop pastor, Project Hood. Listen, man, O Block, they just changed O Block to Opportunity Block. Okay?
I love it.
My man is building a
what?
So and so millions of dollar community center right there on like 66th and Kings Drive. This my pastor from when I was a shorty. I drove this man called Prom, right?
Yeah.
He a real giving, he a real dude. Like not even under the, like he a real dude.
As a human,
yes,
not a Christian, not a as a human.
Yeah, you could talk to him about anything. So him, having worked with him, having supported him, I did a thing with him, Project Hood, where the whole summer, every Friday, we went to the hottest neighborhoods in Chicago, like hot as far as the highest crime rates. And we passed out pamphlets and we talked to the kids and we invited them to the church and we had different things going on. And it was a crazy summer. Like we hit some blocks where when we hit those blocks, it was cracking. The trap was booming. They was like, nah, don't come down here with that. And it was a couple of cats that was like, nah, we going. I'm like, no. We just gonna go to the next block. So it was
you
real.
gotta use wisdom.
Yeah, so because there's so much negativity, a lot of times we don't hear about the amazing stuff that's going on. But there are other people who think just like you, who want to do exactly what you're doing, and they're putting that together and making it happen. So don't sleep on that, because from now on, when they call me, I'm gonna call you too.
I look at it like, this is my chance with babies. I don't have any children, and I'm not gonna have any. But he leave that space for me to care for others and raise them and make sure they're good. So when I hear stuff like that, I be so excited, because I moved to the suburbs before I even went to high school. Okay. But I knew the high schools I was gonna go to. Shout out to Dunbar. Okay. But
low end.
You hear me? They at certain points they had these type of programs. They may not have had it again when I got there, but you see certain business owners and entrepreneurs, hairstylists, because they did these work studies. They don't have degrees and all of this, but they had them trade schools, and now they still mechanics. They still owning businesses as far as hair salons and barbershops. So it's like, what do we take? Because we can see what the problem is. Right. What's missing? You already got this color skin. Your parents probably separated or whatever. Let's get them some education.
Yeah.
Let's get them a skill, something to do for an hour or two.
Yeah.
They may be like, dang, I painted this. I'm going to sell this for such and such. It's one of a kind paint.
Yeah.
You're never going to get it again. Now it's a masterpiece. We could talk about it and break conversations like, oh, who drew that?
Yeah. You
Oh,
can't.
who made that?
Yeah. You can't substitute skill set. Once you got a skill set and you can apply it, you can't be stopped. Like you said. So since we're speaking honestly in this podcast, you know, I, like you, am from the hood, and a lot of my entrepreneurial activities began off the radar and off the grid. And one of the things I found in Chicago as I've tried to grow and expand and legalize everything and bring, Chicago is so licensing and permit and regulation. It's like the city of Chicago want $50,000 from you before you make $1. You know, so what I do like about what you're saying is that I know plenty of people who survived the pandemic doing hair in their basement, doing tattoos in their kitchen, you know, making and selling plates and clothes and all of these different things. And the difference between, you know, a platform like this and say the news or the city hall or whoever it is, we understand that people are trying to thrive and not just survive.
Yeah.
You know, so when you learn something young, when you learn how to do something with your hands and with your mind, that makes the difference between you thriving or surviving.
Without having the wisdom or skill, you're just surviving.
Yeah.
Now you want to survive and thrive, educate yourself. We go to school, we do self-care, we do this. So if I could teach you something now, and it's not too late. When I say it, I'm like, I want 14 to like 24. And nowadays, I think I need to go to like 12 when it comes to the boys to 24 on what I want to do because they getting younger.
Mm-hmm.
We just getting older and talking about it, but what can we do? Because they bored. They don't have what we teaching ourselves now.
Yeah.
You learning stuff every day. Now, if we could teach them that and say them the hassle, then it's like they might be like, okay, this morning I'm going to wake up with a purpose. I'm going to wake up and do this versus probably taking y'all cars or, you know, whatever.
Yo, funny story, right? I told you I was doing some community work. I took some young brothers and taught them how to drive and worked with them to pass the driver's test. And one of my little homies got a job at the car dealership and then went and stole a bunch of cars. And I was like, oh, man.
Your gifts is not in vain. Your service is not in vain. One day that man gonna save somebody's life and he gonna have to drive somebody to the hospital or something.
You know what? I didn't take it like that, but I looked up, I said, Father, you a trip. Like, I don't know, I'm not gonna get into what the purpose was, but I did what I was supposed to do.
He might turn into a NASCAR driver, but you talking about a driver. We don't know. We gotta stick with the story. It changes.
Yeah, true story. True story.
I don't even have nothing for that.
I know Chicago crazy, man. This is how crazy our city is. It's wild out here. You hear me? Man, yeah.
Shout out to that dealership for giving him a job, though.
For giving him a job. Yeah, they definitely on point, man. Well, listen, man, I don't want to take up your whole day. Listen, it is always a pleasure chopping it up with you, and you know that. We'll be back to see you guys real soon with some more exciting guests and dialogue. We'll be touching bases on what's happening around Chicago and around the world. Thank you so much for checking us out and just giving us your time today. You can check me out on YouTube, TikTok, and Facebook. It's Black on Black Wealth, and my IG is Black on Black Wealth 1. And you can check out Ashli Pickles at
Ashli Pickles on Instagram.
Ashli Pickles on Instagram.
Now, if you want to check out me, the person, I'm Ash Cash 1789, but there's some pickle stuff on there too.
Pickle stuff on there too. So you got a Facebook group?
My Facebook is just Ashley Lewis.
Ashley, you ain't got a Pickles Facebook group yet?
No.
You got a Pickles TikTok?
I'm telling you, where I like it is social media. I'm not that person, but I'm happily to bring your pickles. Hey, how you doing? Good morning.
Okay, we're gonna have to chop it up.
Service. Yeah,
I'm gonna have to share I'm gonna have to share with you some of the stuff I've been watching. That's gonna be fun.
Nice, but y'all, I appreciate you guys. Go follow us, and thank you so much.
Hey, thank you for coming out, man. And remember, we need Black on Black wealth from coast to coast like butter on toast. You hear me? We're gonna keep doing what we do till we can't do it no more. Peace.